Quick! I just heard that Wizards updated the rules for sagas and I need to know what they changed before I head to FNM. Yeah, they did, and personally I think it's a pretty good change overall, and I'm gonna stop you there, rules. I don't have time to hear anything but what changed. Unnecessary? But to sum it all up, if a saga has no chapter abilities, it won't be subject to the state-based action that would cause it to be sacrificed due to how many lore counters it has. Similarly, it won't be subject to the turn-based action that adds a lore counter to each saga you control at the beginning of your first main phase each turn. Can you give an example on how sagas have changed? The most well-known example is how Blood Moon and Urza's Saga interacts. Under the old rules, if you had an Urza's Saga on the battlefield with a lore counter on it, and your opponent played a Blood Moon, you'd have to sacrifice the saga since its lore counters were greater than the saga's total chapter abilities, which is now 0 due to Blood Moon removing them. And how does it work now? Now, if that happens, you'll keep the saga. It'll be a mountain, but it'll also keep its abilities granted by the chapter abilities already obtained before Blood Moon was played. Also, it will not gain lore counters as a turn-based action until it regains all its abilities back. Why does it keep its abilities? CR 305.7, if an effect sets a land subtype to one or more of the basic land types, the land no longer has its old land type. It loses all abilities generated from its rules text, its old land types, and any copyable effects affecting that land. And it gains the appropriate mana ability for each new basic land type. Note that this doesn't remove any abilities that were granted to the land by other effects. Sagas just got even better in my opinion.